everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Andrea, and today I have update 6 for Panner's Bingo. This is a project created by Kana from Kana's Closet, who is also a moderator over at Fantastic Ladies, and it's a game of bingo, and you pan makeup while you play. Well, makeup and or beauty items, but it's a panning game, and it's so much fun because I love games and I love panning, so I really love panning games. So like I said, this is my 6th update. I do not have a bingo yet. I do think I'm going to be playing to Blackout Bingo, but we'll see. Maybe I'll just do bingo and then switch over to a different card so I get some different prompts that I haven't gotten yet. But I'm hoping that Kana will bring this back again for a second round whenever she's done calling all the numbers. She calls 5 a month. So I think we have like 40 or 45 more numbers for her to call. So like 8 or 9 more months left before she's called everything. So if you haven't joined yet and you want to join, there's still plenty of time. You do not have to be a Fantastic Lady to take part in this game. I think I have the cards and the prompts and everything listed down below, but I believe I also have Kana's channel listed down below, and you'll definitely be able to find all that information out on her videos. So if you're interested in joining, it's not too late, and it's really, really fun. So for the actual update, I was working on 5 items on my bingo card. I did manage to finish 1, and it was a pretty important spot on the card, if you can guess which one it is. But we're just going to go down in the order that I have them on my list. So for B8, it's your favorite beverage, and I love coffee because I have 2 young kids and I drink a lot of it. But I brought in, and it's getting so janky, you can't, all the writing is getting worn off. This is from a company called Wild Botanicals. I believe it's like a Chicago-based like body care company. Or do they do soaps or candles? I don't know. Something like that. But anyway, I have this coffee hazelnut lip balm. My goal is to finish it. So this is where I was last month. I'm up here now. Even though I use this like every single day, I usually only use it once a day. And it's taking me a really, like, it's not a super like creamy, smushy lip balm. It's like a bit of a harder lip balm. So it doesn't move as fast as you would think it might. But let's see. I used it 27 times the past month. I've used this a total of 130 times, and we've still got quite a ways to go. This is at least probably 3 months left. Woo! 3 months left on this thing, so I'm gonna keep on keeping on. I will finish it. Next, for G53, it's your least favorite color, and I decided to pick my least favorite lip color, which is like a really light nudie pink. So I have my little mini Smashbox Be Legendary lipstick in Pretty Social, and I am really excited about the progress I'm making on this because this is all that is left of this thing. So I've used it 21 more times this past month. Like, I'm wearing it today. I just use this for layering. Like, I have this on and I have a lip gloss over it, or if I have like one of my liquid lipsticks, I'll put this on top just to get a use on it. So I mean, I'm really excited about how much use. I'll show it to you again. Look at it. It's just a little nubbin, basically. Like, I think I will definitely have this done for next update, which, even though it's a mini, it'll be a finished lipstick. That's exciting. So I've used this a total of 81 times since bringing it into the project. Like, it did have a little bit of use when I brought it in, but not a ton because, like I said, that is not a color that I really like, so I didn't reach for it ever. I was able to make a pretty substantial mark on my tracker. I feel like when you look at this, it looks like I have way more left than I do, just because the way the bullet is like it's slanted, so even though I have that much left on the tracker sheet, really I don't, because there's no product over there. But yeah, so definitely I am going to make it a priority. Like, this will be done next month. Then for the free space, it's a mini or deluxe product, and I had this Rare Beauty, the illuminating primer in. I only got 6 more uses out of it after my last update before I was finished with it. I got a total of 48 uses out of this, so not too bad. It does look like there's a little bit here, but I can't, like, the airless pump is up at the top, and I can't get this part off to, like, scrape the inside out. So this is done, and that means that my middle square is now completed, which, as everybody who's ever played bingo knows, the middle square, I mean, you don't always need it for a bingo, but it definitely comes in very useful. So I'm really excited to have that done. And I did really like that primer, actually. If I ever go through all my other primers, I would probably repurchase that. Then for 061, it is a magical product. And I have in my Face Glaze Beauty single in the shade Magic. I am wearing this today. It's on the outer half of my lid. My goal is 30 uses or pan. I've used it 3 more times, so I'm up to 7 uses on this. I don't think you're gonna really be able to see, but there's definitely usage in it. There's like a tiny dip forming. It is really, it's a very creamy formula, so I don't need a lot, and I don't want to like dig. So as much as I'd like to say I'll hit pan on this, I don't know, but it's so pretty. I love it. And then the last prompt that I have been working on is for G57, which is metallic, and I have this Zoya nail polish in the shade. And I have the Zoya nail polish in the shade Trixie. It's what I've got on my nails today. So my goal was 5 uses. I have worn this a total of 3 times now. I used it twice in the last month and then once in the first month. So this will be rolled out next month. It's just, I did this last night, and my mani is looking a little rough because I did use a peel-off base coat, and I have already lost 2 of my nails, but it's just a really beautiful, shiny, metallic silver. I wouldn't call this a chrome polish because there's definitely like, I think it's more like a glass fleck polish that's just so reflective and metallic that it looks chrome. But either way, it's a beautiful silver, and I love wearing it, and I'm glad I put it in this project. So now for the new numbers that she called, I'll throw up my game board or game sheet so you can see what it's looking like now. The little pair of lips are prompts that I am working on. I am only working on prompts that she calls. I'm not doing any extra because I've got so many projects that I'm working on. I don't have time to start being strategic and adding things that haven't been called yet. So everything that has a little pair of lips on it is a number that has been called that I'm working on. If there is a red circle around the number, that means I have finished that prompt. So out of the numbers that she called for this month, the only one that I had is 063. And I need to double check, but I'm pretty sure it's bulky packaging. Okay, I had to double check that I remembered the prompt correctly, but the one prompt or the one number she called that I had on my card is 063, and the prompt for that is bulky packaging. And I say recently, but I mean, it was like more Black Friday. I recently purchased some Glamlight palettes, and if anybody has ever used Glamlight, you know it comes in bulky packaging. Now, I do have the Cake palette, which is super bulky. I have the Dirty Martini palette, which the palettes themselves aren't bulky, but the packaging is ginormous. But I decided I was going to bring in my Glamlight Pie palette because this is the first of the Glamlight palettes that I bought, or I've had this one the longest and I haven't used it yet, so I wanted to use this one first. And it has less shades than the other ones, so it's very cute, but because of its shape, I feel like I have to keep the packaging in it because it's a round palette, and like, yes, it could, I just like things to be square, okay? I like angles, but it is a super cute palette, and this is what it looks like on the inside. As you can see, I don't think I've even swatched anything. There's 9 eyeshadows, and then the one in the middle is a blush. So I'm just going to do this No Pan Left Behind style with the eyeshadows, and I will use the blush as well. But it's just so stinking cute, and it is a pretty color story. I mean, it is still a little more like neutral than I usually tend to go for, but there's some like nice pinks and purpley shades in here. Let's just give a few a swatch because I've not touched this palette. Here's apple pie. Let's swatch blueberry because that looks pretty. And then I'll swatch mixed berry. That's a bright pink. Ooh. Those feel really, like the formula feels really nice. I haven't used any of my Glamlight palettes, and I've never like used their formula before for eyeshadow, so I know Dani loves them. I think they're her favorite eyeshadow formula. So yeah, I'm excited to use this. So this will be No Pan Left Behind. I mean, I could potentially have it out next month, but at the same time, if you watch my channel, you know how many eyeshadows I'm working on, and I am going to be starting another eyeshadow project in a few days. So I may not get this out by next month, but that's okay because I think at the very least I will at least have this out, so I'll have one item done for next month, which that is all. Well, actually 2, because the nail polish should be done too, as my 2 fingers that don't have nail polish on them anymore. But anyway, that was my update. I'm having a lot of fun with this game. I'm having a lot of fun watching the updates, seeing how people are, whether they're being strategic or they're like me and they're not being strategic at all, just doing whatever. But it's always fun to see how people play games like this. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're having a great day or night wherever you are. You're staying safe and sane and healthy, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.